For decades, Greece's aging victims of Nazi occupation and persecution have pursued reparations for Germany. Now Greece's biggest community of Jews is going up to bat, lodging its claims against Berlin. The Jewish community of Thessaloniki, a northern city here commonly referred to as the Mother of Israel, is seeking the return of a mammoth ransom paid to Nazi occupation forces 70 years ago to free thousands of Jews used in forced labor camps. More than 9,000 Jewish men aged between 18 and 45 were rounded up in the city's Liberty Square in 1942. They were all given forced labor assignments for the then German army. About 2,000 Salonika Jews served those assignments, leaving the rest detained until the Jewish community paid Nazi forces a ransom of what is now worth $69 million for their release. Despite that agreement, a year later, 96% of Salonika's 50,000-strong community was deported to the Auschwitz-Birkenau extermination camp. Most of them were gassed on arrival. Today, 70 years later, the Jewish community says it wants moral vindication and compensation of that ransom, lodging a lawsuit with the European Court of Human Rights in Strasbourg. Nazi Germany's occupation of Greece was among the bitterest experiences of the war in Europe. At least 300,000 Greeks starved to death after the Nazi regime requisitioned food and other materials. Thousands of people were slaughtered, the country's gold reserves were plundered by Hitler's forces, and nearly all of the country's Jewish population was exterminated. Any and every call for reparations by separate groups have been knocked down by Germany since then. West Germany paid $22.2 billion in collective reparations to Greece in 1960, and Germans, Berlin now argue, have since then paid billions more in tourist outlays and EU financial aid programs to the benefit of Greece. Separate attempts by the Jewish community in Salonika have proven fruitless. The community launched a legal fight for the return of that ransom through Greek courts in 1997. But after 16 years now, the country's Supreme Court rejected the bid, saying it lacked the authority to rule on the matter. Anthi Karasava, Athens.